Hi everybody, hello. So I'm here to share my first project for the month of November for Natalie, who is Put Some Bling on It here on YouTube. Her shop is on Zibbet and it is called Bling for Me, Bling for You. So she sent me my package that I shared with you on a previous video. And I just want to show you what I used. So I used my Authentique paper pad, and this is called the Grace collection, or I should just say it's called Grace. Sorry, I'm battling the end of a strange laryngitis, I don't know, issue. Anyway, but I had to make these couple of videos, so... Anyway, I used the papers and I also used some of the puzzle pieces, and I'll show you that in a second. And then I used the die that I had shared. It's called Clementine Heart and it's memory box. Right? It's not Poppy. Yeah, memory box. And then I used this trim, which this is pretty much all I have left, so... There we go. And then I used one of the appliques. I think I cut it. This might be what's left of it. So I cut it apart. And I'll show you that as well. Okay. So what I did was I made these bag toppers. And what I did was on this one, I just used one sheet of paper. I layered, I just cut a strip to fit, layered it on the bottom there, and then I used, here's the heart, and what happens is it cuts out the centerpiece, which is great because it's like getting two dies in one. So what I did was, I think I counted 3 or 4. I cut those out and then I folded them down the middle, scored them and folded them, and then I just taped like each side together to give it kind of like those old 3D honeycomb pop-ups. So that's what I did there. And then this cuts from the die that I used for this. So I layered it here and then put For You. So that's the first one. This is my favorite paper in the pad. It's so beautiful. And then here is part of that doily. And then I did the same thing, only I used the center of the heart, and I did it so that I used this and this is the same piece, and then this is a different piece of paper. So this time I used 3 hearts, and then I used that trim that I showed, and then I did the same thing here, only in different colors. This is also from the paper. There are 2 sheets of solids. There's this blue solid and this like pinky peach solid. So that's that one. Super cute. And then I made 2 pillow boxes. These are very, very simple, super simple. The main part of the applique is this piece. It's a rose. Let me see if it's going to focus. Okay. I layered another die cut heart, then put the applique, and then I used this clear kind of dimensional flower from my stash. And that's just a pillow box. I didn't put anything in it, so not yet anyway. Simple, pretty presentation for a gift. And then I did the same thing to this one, only what I did here was, let's see if it's going to focus. Okay, so I layered this heart, and then I took like a reverse side of the heart that it cuts out, put it back in the center, and then just layered a bow that I had in my stash. And then I made a belly band with another piece of paper from the collection. So super cute, very simple. It could be for you or thank you. You know, you could put something, die cut it or stamp it before you put the pillow box together. And then what I did was I created this little shaker frame. And this is, you can hang it. And here's the main part of the trim. I used it to make for the hanging. And then I layered it with a little crinkled seam binding bow. So that's what it'll look like when you hang it. And then what I did here was I used the sequins and the seed beads. And this applique, I think, is from here. I cut it apart to make this little piece here and then layer one of the puzzle pieces. It says sweet. And then what I did for the inside was I took like let's say this piece of paper or this embellishment sheet, I backed it on a piece of cardstock, and then what I did was I used the die to trace just a solid heart around it. I could have die cut it with one of my heart dies, but I didn't want to risk like disturbing the piece of what I had glued together. So what happens is you get just this piece, which looks like, you know, I put it together, or it looks like a piece of, you know, the pattern paper, only just die cut. So I just fussy cut the heart out, and all the pieces obviously stayed in place because I had backed it onto a piece of cardstock. So then I just, you know, made a window and filled it with some beads, the gold seed beads, the sequins, and then I had some, like a little tan and snow mix just to kind of offset the color a little bit. And yeah, so that's that. That's the wall hanging. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I thank you for stopping by and checking it out, and hope that you go stop by Natalie's shop. I will put the link in the description box. So yeah, hope you guys have a nice week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.